All right, here we are at Portage Middle School, home of the Rams, for a middle school varsity basketball game between the Rams of Portage Middle School and the Patriots of Jefferson. So we're about to tip this thing off. Before we get started, we'd like to recognize the City of Fort Wayne and City Council for giving Portage Middle School a CFAB grant, which has allowed us to do some of this broadcast stuff. We'd also like to recognize the support and help of Miss Elizabeth Lord Carey and Tim Moriarty of LTV, who have been infinitely beneficial to helping us get a program off the ground and to supporting us throughout this. Would also like to recognize Fort Wayne Community Schools. We are your schools of choice. Before we get started, too, I'd also like to recognize my crew tonight. My crew is none other than Jackie and Jordan Leach. They have done a wonderful job for the JV game, and we are going to be up for a very good varsity game. So we're going to be underway here shortly. For those listening at home, that was my lung. I'm putting it back in as we speak. So Wembley will be taking the jump against Braden Hosier. And Wembley tips it ahead, and they find Mackay King, who misses the bunny. Coming back the other way, turnover. Mackay King is able to pass it ahead to Tristan Howard for the bucket. 2-0 is the lead. Backdoor cut made. Angle cut off. Caught underneath the hoop, but able to finish nonetheless. That would be number 8. Nick Boland. Pass to Wembley, who goes up strong, and he's just comes up short. Rebound secured by Ishawn Jackson, who turns the corner. Makes the dish to Howard, who was able to get it up on the glass, but unable to finish. And once again, Portage having a lot of easy looks and not able to put the biscuit in the basket from close range. Gotten everything they wanted so far, except for a bucket. And the backdoor cut is good, but no finish on the basket. Ishawn Jackson pushes it in transition, makes an errant pass, which gets stolen by Jefferson. Number 10, Jalen Jackson, crosses the half court and shoots a 3, and it's good, giving Jefferson a 5-2 lead. Quavion Easterly with the ball, turns the corner, misses the layup, and once again it gets tipped and it's out of bounds and will be Portage ball. Wide open for Mackay King on the wing, and that rims out as well. Portage has had every look you could possibly want. It just hasn't gone in. And Portage is fortunate after miscommunication on defense that this isn't a 7-2 lead right now. And timeout taken on the floor. And I couldn't tell who took the timeout, but either team could probably use one right now. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. So after the timeout, it'll be Portage's ball. Ishawn Jackson will inbound it to Quavion Easterly. King on the wing, he passes it to Jackson, who shoots the three. It's no good. Rebound fought for, but it is tipped out of bounds by Jefferson. King surveying the defense goes to Easterly on the wing. He turns the corner left, kicks it out to Jackson, takes it down the lane, loses the ball, but luckily falls into the hands of Easterly. And he got fouled, but he was unable to finish the play. He will be shooting 2 free throws. And the first one is good, making the score 3-5. And the second one goes in as well. The Portage guards applying pressure, but Jefferson not shaken. Seven to 4 is the score with Portage down. Pass goes to Jackson up top. They kick it out to Wembley at the high post. He passes it to King, goes left. Wembley lines up a three, and that's off. And the rebound is secured by Portage. Ishawn Jackson gets fouled on the way up, so he will be shooting 2 free throws as well. And the first free throw is short. Second one coming. And that comes off the front iron as well. So Tristan Howard guarding the guard at this point. So Jefferson inbounds. And Tristan Howard tips it out of bounds. And rebound secured by Jefferson leads to an easy basket. And Jefferson is up 9-4. Makai King lines up a three, and that goes in and out, but Wembley with the rebound. Looks opposite to Howard. Finds Jackson in the corner. Jackson with a tough pass to King. And then Easterly with a nice drive and gets bodied on the way up. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And the first free throw is good by Easterly. And the second one comes up short. But it was tipped out of bounds off of Jefferson. Portage ball underneath. And then Easterly takes the inbounds pass. He turns the corner. They pass it to Wembley, and he gets fouled on the way up. So Wembley with the free throw. And the second free throw is coming from Wembley with 1:38 left in the first quarter. And that one comes off the side iron. And it looked like it was thrown out of bounds, but they said it was tipped by Portage. Kai King takes it across half court and finds Tristan Howard. And that was good defense by Easterly, forcing the dribble to get picked up. Another good defensive sequence for Portage. Ishawn Jackson passes it to Quavion Easterly in the corner, back to Jackson up top. They look down low to Wembley, and Wembley got grabbed, and so they're going to call that foul with 49.7 seconds left in the quarter. It'll be Portage's ball underneath. And they called it as a shooting foul, which as a Portage fan, I'll take it. And the bucket is good. And he would have gotten to shoot another one if he'd have missed it. And Wembley leaves it short, but the rebound gained by Howard, and he gets fouled, but they did not call it, and that was clearly a foul. So Wembley will be shooting two more with 42.2 left in the first quarter. And that one's good. 10-9 is the current score. And one more free throw coming. And that goes in as well. And turnover forced by the hawking defense of Quavion Easterly. King kicks it to Easterly, finds the jumper, comes off of the back iron, rebound secured by Howard. Out to Jackson, takes it down the lane, goes off the back iron. And I wondered what was going to be called there, because there were several times where Should have been an offensive foul, but they called the travel. And at the end of the first quarter, after a poor shooting quarter by Portage still up to 11-9. So Jefferson not letting anything easy go. If you're going to go up for a layup down low, you better be ready to get hit. During this timeout, I'd like to recognize Jerron Wade and Ishawn Jackson, two of our basketball players, for reaching one of the important literacy goals. We do a lot of work here at Portage Middle School, literacy, and those two young men performed very well on something we've been working on for a while. So I just want to congratulate and recognize those two young men, not just good basketball players, but just good kids in general and really committed to learning. So, possession arrow favors Jefferson to start the second quarter here. And almost the steal by Wembley. Forces the wild shot. Tristan Howard with the rebound. And that's a tough shot. I don't care who you are. That was tough. And Ishawn Jackson with the rebound. Finds Easterly for the layup on the opposite side. And this is where the quickness of Portage causes a lot of teams problems. And that turnover forced once again by Quavion Easterly's intense defense. And Tristan Howard is wide open on the inbounds, extending the lead to 15-9. And Easterly once again forcing problems. And a wild shot goes up, comes off of the front iron, and jump ball forced by number 22, Tristan Howard. I'm telling you what, Tristan Howard has done a lot of little things for this team today. Wembley goes down the lane, and he gets hammered again. I think Jefferson has basically said, if you're coming in here, you better wear some shoulder pads. And the first free throw is good, making it 16-9. Substitutions coming in for Jefferson and for Portage as well. Caden Hine comes in for Portage. Shot is short, but Wembley able to get the rebound. And Tristan Howard caught in transition. Has to pick up the foul for Portage. 7-point lead with 4:41 left in the second quarter. And number 25, Braden Hosier, misses the first free throw for Jefferson. And Keyshawn Love checks in for Tristan Howard. Second shot goes up, but the rebound is secured by Ishawn Jackson. takes it across half court. And the runner is good for Ishawn Jackson. And almost a steal by Easterly. And steal by Easterly leads to a transition opportunity for Portage. And oh man, they did everything but score. And they're calling a foul on the floor. Easterly can't believe it. And I don't blame him because it was not on him. Actually, it would have been on Jackson. The shot is thrown up and short by Jefferson. Wimbley passes it ahead to Hine. Hine kicks it to Jackson. Jackson passes it down to Wimbley, who's unable to finish. The ball gets tipped and it goes out of bounds off of Portage. 18-9 is the score with 3:49 left in the second quarter. And 30-second timeout called by Jefferson. Much better quarter for Portage right here. And if they hit the shots that they could have hit, the lead would be much more. But the right kind of defensive intensity, especially by Quavion Easterly, Ishawn Jackson, and the crew over there. During the timeout here, we'd like to recognize the city of Fort Wayne, who gave us a CFAB grant so we could do some of this broadcasting stuff. I'd like to thank Elizabeth Lord Carey and Tim Moriarty at LTV. I'd also like to recognize James Haley of City Council, so thank you very much. And of course, Fort Wayne Community Schools, we are your schools. So you can anticipate that they're going to probably try to throw a baseball pass, and that's exactly what happened, right out of bounds. And you can see Coach Dean is saying, that's exactly what I said was going to happen. So because the pass was thrown from this baseline, it will now be white ball from underneath Portage's basket. All right, so Jackson will inbound it. Easterly turns the corner, and he got fouled. And he got elbowed in the back of the head by number 35, but Tom Newer didn't notice it. And he makes the first free throw, making it 19-9. And the second one is good. And Portage staying in a full court press. Caden Hine with the steal. And once again, Keyshawn Love doing some dirty work down low. Wide open is Ishawn Jackson. Next time you up fake, the guy goes right by you. So Keyshawn Love playing hard for Portage. Another tip pass, nothing coming easy for Jefferson. 20-9 is the current score. And the basket is good by number 23, John Stevens-Tabron. 20-11 is the score. Wembley takes it across the court. Backdoor to Ishawn Jackson, who lost his balance. And Keyshawn Love with yet another rebound. And there was a nice pass to Wembley. He just wasn't ready for it. They go back to Easterly, who goes to Ishawn Jackson, who's able to control himself and put the biscuit in the basket. 22-11. And another tip pass by Caden Hine. 2:26 left in the quarter. And no lack of intensity for Portage. And timeout called from the bench because Jefferson was about to commit a 5-second violation or a turnover. 22-11 with 2:17 left. All right, 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter, which seems to be dragging on for a minute here. Jefferson trying to run a baseball pass, and unfortunately on the follow through on the pass, committed a sideline violation. So Wembley will inbound it. They find Keyshawn Love in the corner, who gives it up to Caden Hine, who gives it up to Wembley. And sticking with it, Quavion Easterly, after getting blocked on the first shot, was able to get the shot up a second time. And Ishawn Jackson got caught with his hands in a cookie jar. So the official score should be 24-13. And Jackson should be shooting one. And it's good. So Wembley inbounds it, and Easterly takes it across half court. And Easterly not able to secure the ball. And Love with a rebound, and then Wembley with the finish on the second one. Jackson takes it across half court. And 5 seconds. Another turnover forced by Easterly's defense. Minute 20 left in the second quarter. Caden Hine turns the corner. He actually had a good-looking shot. Wembley unable to finish. Hine with a rebound. He dribbles it back out wisely and then passes it to Wembley on the wing. Nice give and go. Hine unable to finish, but Keyshawn Love with yet another hard-earned offensive rebound. And Wade with the three-point shot. It's no good. And the ball gets tipped out of bounds off of Jefferson once again. Nice move by Jerome Wade, but it gets partially blocked. And the layup missed by Jefferson. And Easterly comes back the other way, and he does not miss with 27 seconds left in the first quarter. And turnover forced by, once again, none other than Easterly's good defense. Wembley had the right idea, just a little too much mustard on that pass. 20.2 seconds left in the half. And that shot attempt by Jackson eaten up by Wembley. It looks like he came down gingerly on his knee or his ankle as well with 12.1 seconds left in the half. And another tip ball. Good hawking defense. Keyshawn Love stepping up for Portage. And block shot by Wembley. Jerron Wade attempted to save it, but he landed on the sideline. 4.5 seconds left in the second quarter. And they're calling that foul. With 2.1 seconds left in the quarter. So Austin Siebert at the line. And that one rims in. Siebert. I got some help from the audience here. Appreciate it. And the second one is good. And that is the end of the first half of basketball. We will see you for the second half here shortly. Thank you for tuning in. All right, and we are back at Portage Middle School for the second half of this varsity middle school contest between the Patriots of Jefferson Middle School and the Portage Rams. It was a much closer game earlier on, but the second quarter was all Portage and Portage defense. Would like to thank my crew today. There was Jackie and Jordan Leach. And Portage still hasn't come out of the locker room. So it will be Jefferson's ball to start the second half. And we're underway. Backdoor cut, and he was so wide open, he dropped it. That's tough. I know how that feels. All right, Caden Hine takes it across half court. Wembley on the wing. Scales the defense, passes it to the corner to Easterly, out to Hine. Goes opposite to Love. Love shoots the jumper, and it's good. Nice jump shot by Keyshawn Love. And a steal by Wembley to Hine, to Love for the layup, and it's good. Keyshawn Love getting buckets here to start the third quarter. And Easterly just not stopping his tenacious defense on Jackson. And a little bit of help from Keyshawn Love picking Quavion Easterly up after showing the tenacious defense. And Jackson hits the first free throw. Subs come in for Jefferson. And the second one is short. Rebound by Wembley. Wembley passes it ahead to Easterly, who finds Jerron Wade for the teardrop bucket. 34-17 is the score with 4:43 left in the quarter. And another 5-second violation. And Love with the pass down to Wembley down low, and he's able to get what he wants, 19-point lead for Portage. And finally, a basket for Jefferson. 17-point lead. Jefferson comes out in the 2-3. And Caden Hine defeats the 2-3, and the defense forces another turnover. A 20-point lead currently for Portage. Hine with another three. And that's out of bounds. Active hands by Keyshawn Love leads to another turnover and a possession for Portage. Wade brings it across half court. Hine shoots yet another three, comes off the back iron. But Wembley able to secure the rebound, and he gets fouled once again. So Wembley will be shooting two with just under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. And the first one is good. And the second one comes off the back iron. But who other than Keyshawn Love gets the rebound and gets a shot up but is unable to finish. And the pass gets tipped out of bounds off of Portage. And the half-court trap leads to an easy basket for Quavion Easterly off of the Caden Hine pass. And after a couple of reverse passes, Jefferson with a wide open shot, and it's good. Jerron Wade with the attempted three. Wimbley with the rebound. And the assist to Quavion Easterly for the easy basket. 26-point lead for Portage. Minute 35 left in the third. Long three by Jackson comes off the back iron. Rebound secured by Jefferson. And after the bad carob off the side of the backboard, Jefferson able to get a bucket. Hine brings it across half court. Keyshawn Love sets a screen. They look to Wimbley at the high post, opposite to Quavion Easterly, is wide open for the three. 27-point lead for Portage with under a minute to go. And another tip pass by Caden Hine, who does the Euro step. You know, he'll be watching the YouTube channel tomorrow. So now, Love will pass it in to Hine with less than 20 seconds left in the quarter. And passes it to Wimbley, passes it back to Wade for the runner, off the back iron, and Jefferson secures the rebound. And they do not get a shot off at the end. It was a good shot, just didn't happen during the time of regulation. 29-point lead going into the fourth quarter for Portage. So here, leading into the fourth quarter during this break, I'd like to recognize my crew for tonight's game. That would be Jackie and Jordan Leach, the Leach brothers, two standout football athletes here in the fall and now during basketball season are helping out with the broadcasting. We'd also like to recognize the city of Fort Wayne and James Haley on city council for giving Portage a CFAB grant so that we can do stuff like broadcast basketball games. We'd also like to thank the fine people at LTV. That would be Miss Elizabeth Lord Carey and Tim Moriarty, who have certainly helped our program here start to succeed. And we're going to be expanding and doing some even bigger and better things as we move forward. And of course, Fort Wayne Community Schools, we are your schools. And on behalf of Principal Michael Christner, we would like to thank you for tuning in. So Portage ball to start the fourth quarter. They leave Jerron Wade wide open for a three that hits the front iron. And Cornell Sanders picks up the foul. And the first free throw is good. And Cornell Sanders gets a nice rebound for Portage. Screen by Keyshawn Love leads to an open jumper for Hine. And some of Portage's JV players have started to get into the game. Rebound by Cornell Sanders. Passes it to Keyshawn Love, who advances it across half court. Passes it to Lamb, who's played a lot in the JV game. They find Tariq Gray for three, and he hits nothing but the bottom of the net. He's only a seventh grader, folks. Very skilled. And good active defense, especially by Keyshawn Love on that play. I feel like I've been saying Keyshawn's name a lot during this game. Getting good work in for the Portage Rams. And Cornell Sanders playing some stern defense. And he's wide open, but unable to collect the pass. But look at the help up by Keyshawn Love. I like that kind of teamwork. And a block shot by Cornell Sanders. And another block shot. Cornell Sanders getting some defensive work done. And Tariq Gray with the active hands forcing the ball out of bounds. And pass goes to Gray, who turns the corner, throws up the one-handed bounce. And Cornell Sanders is fouled on the rebound putback. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And I don't know if you can see it on the live stream, but Cornell Sanders looks like a man possessed. And the first one is good for Cornell Sanders. And the second one is good as well. And another turnover by Jefferson. Hine has a license to shoot. And the jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors Jefferson with 1:30. Nice backdoor cut. But I think that's Cornell Sanders' 5th blocked shot. And Lamb lines up a 3. Don't use them all up, young fella. And there's a nice looking shot right there from Jefferson's number 5. That would be Drew. Pass down to Cornell Sanders. This is a nice move. He just a little too strong. And a steal by Caden Hine, who inexplicably misses the shot he's probably made a bazillion times. And Cornell Sanders with the steal. And they're going to dribble out the clock. And Portage is going to dribble out the clock. And your final score is 63-27, Portage on top. Very good game by a lot of good players. Good luck to both teams moving forward. Thank you for tuning in and have a good evening.